Alright, Us. Chris, you want to give an intro by yourself?
Alright, sweet. You ready?
Hell yeah.
What the other guy? Are you ready?
Oh, this guy.
I'm on the other side, you idiot.
Oh, you're on this side for me.
Oh, he's on the other side.
This guy, idiot.
Side. Fuck this guy. Stupid ass.
Free this guy's internet.
Oh,
Free this guy's PC. And free this guy's alarm clock.
Holy-
Tolly, what's that alarm clock? I know what that is. I need the human one, Tolly.
Oi.
So about me, yeah?
Give us the intros.
Sweet. Bit of intro. Name's Chris Galo. Everyone from where I'm from calls me Soul. It was just a childhood nickname I was taking.
Mm.
But everyone in the gaming community calls me Ragnar. From the 43. Born and raised in Ipswich. For like 24 years there. I was there. Moved to Melbourne 2014. And been down here since.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, man. Not really interesting, eh? I'm kind of basic.
Well, where'd you get school?
Oh, school, fuck. Primary or you want to get high school? I don't think primary matters, eh?
What primary school did you get?
Where'd you go?
What do you mean, Tolly? I went to a good one. I went to good enough state school.
FGS in the freaking building, Zully.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I went there my whole primary school years. Well, even kindergarten, good enough kindergarten. Alright.
And where'd you get high school?
I went high school at Ipswich Grammar.
Oosh. Zully,
Ipswich Grammar School.
you know all these private schools in the city of Wellington?
Mm.
Yeah, it's the same as Ipswich Grammar.
Oh, the actuals.
Yeah, there's rich schools.
Nah, check. Nah, I got a scholarship to get. I wouldn't tell you. If I didn't get one, yeah, no more high school like everyone else.
How did you get a
Scholar.
scholarship?
It was just a sports one to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a sports scholarship at Ipswich Grammar for like the normal like Islander sports, like in volleyball,
Mm.
rugby, until I even played cricket.
Like Balangi
normal
cricket
cricket.
or
Yeah, the Falangi
Give me
cricket's
tea.
on it. We're the whites. We're the whites.
oh,
bad.
where the whites are where they say wants to watch Sunday. Just
So they wear the same shoes, no, to White Sunday. Nice.
Oh, shucks. What did you enjoy most about playing cricket?
Probably batting, I can just fucking that's all. Just batting, bro. I hated fielding, like standing in the sun for ages. Like nah, stuff that. So like probably just batting. Because
Nah,
I can't
solid.
bowl.
Mad. I stole this question from Polytalk. So I listened to Polytalk earlier in the week. You got a lazy shout out in there, unknown.
Oh, you
And the question that I can't remember her name, but the question was, what's a common misconception that people have about you? And I thought it was a really good question. So I thought I'd ask you, what's a common misconception
common
that people
one?
have about you? Yeah.
just by like someone judging me by how I
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, how you look, how you come across. Or people that might not, be close to you, what they might be thinking.
Nah, they think I'm like an angry person. Everyone
Okay.
thinks I'm just angry like, all the time.
Do you have an angry face or something? Like,
Nah, I'm calm and all that. I think it's just the whole like, I'm not one to like go out there and socialize. Like if we're somewhere in like public, I wouldn't be the one to like go up to you and say, "Oh, what's up? What are you doing?" Like stuff
Yeah.
like that.
There's a more of like when people get to know you, they're like, oh,
Yeah. Kind of even like when I get to know them, it's like open up. You're like, oh yeah, this guy's all good.
oh, solid. We'll talk about gaming because that's how I met you. I don't know how you and Monga met, but we'll talk about gaming in a bit. But outside of gaming, what are some of the things that you're into?
What I haven't done in ages is play ball. I haven't played basketball in ages. I used to be into Photoshop hard out, That's
Oh,
like
yo.
right off, bro. Yeah, like slack right off, man. Got lazy on that. But I do some like side work for like a club in NZ. Some Photoshop work
Oh,
for them.
true.
Mm.
What kind of club? Like a motorcycle club, Mighty Marco
No,
club, Black
nightclub,
Power?
nightclub.
Oh,
Nah,
nightclub. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, nightclubs in Auckland. So I do some like
Oh,
side job there.
that's a pretty sweet gig, Solid. How did you get that lined up?
So one of my boys, Mrs. cousin owns it, and he must have told her that I do some Photoshop stuff. So it's basic stuff, like easy money, man.
Oh, that's awesome, bro.
Real easy money.
And you mentioned
No,
playing
enough.
ball. Did you play
Yeah.
ball when you were younger, like
Nah, I started
competitively,
playing
or
ball
just?
only in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Back in high school, well, yeah. It's normally the brown guys that go to basketball, or the white guys with the man at basketball, see? In high
Oh,
school.
true.
You got full Samoan?
Yeah, so the folks, not half, sorry.
Like
What's
real
up?
half or
Half African,
serious?
actual.
Like
Yeah,
serious?
in the pants. Nah,
Oh.
sorry, no, full Samoan. Actual full
You
Samoan.
got full fucking idiot. Like, I was waiting, I was waiting for
You
the.
thought I was like, nah, chicks. You ready for the nah?
I was
chicks?
ready for the nah.
Oh,
It's just like, no, do I drink now or is it serious? So like, could you actually quite tall, eh?
Yeah,
How tall are you?
6'5".
Hello.
But my brother's taller than me, the little one.
How tall is he?
He's like 6 foot, like probably 6.
Oh shucks. Does he play basketball?
Nah, he used to play league. Oh, he plays league. That's one of the main reasons we moved to Melbourne.
Oh, to pursue
Oh,
his
true.
rugby.
Yeah, he came down by himself, but I didn't want him to come down, by himself.
True. So the whole family move, or did you just?
Yeah, and then
was he just you?
my parents came down one time to watch one of his games, like one of his off-season games. Bro, they loved it down here. Bro, they loved it down here. And then once they knew that, so they straight away, get a house, or moving down.
Eesh. How's your brother going with his league at the moment?
Only Walmart, nah, he took a break. He just had his own demons. Like I don't know, he was struggling
Mm.
to kind of love rugby again. I think it's just the whole pressure.
100.
I think that's just the whole it's common though. Like, Polynesians,
100%.
when you're expected to be a mean rugby player, that's what they want you to be. But yeah, it's the same thing happened with him, and then he just like wanted a break. So he's just doing
That's
like the
like,
normal 9 to 5 now.
Oh, true.
But
He's
it's
had a full-on break, bro.
like,
Apparently, he's gonna try to get back into it next year.
I
I
think it's with those things. I think especially like growing up in it, with islands, you try and make it in that. But I think there is that expectation when you get to a certain level, and it gets a bit hard. Like like you play people with your level, and then when you play for the next level, and then it gets a little bit overwhelming in it. And it's good that he took a break, like on his own terms and stuff like that. Because I think
that's a good thing. That's why I was all good with it. I talked to my parents because, to be honest, how the pressure that these guys get, like my brother gets now, it's nothing compared to the pressure that someone at my age did back in the days.
100,
Bro, back in the days, it was worse, bro. Like, especially for the oldest.
Yeah.
Because I told my parents, bro, that's the reason why I fell out of love with playing rugby. Like, I didn't even try to pursue it after school. Bro, it was just the way they,
Yeah.
like, they expect so much, bro.
Sorry, stick at the time, but when you look back at it, for some of these, bro, I used to hate like on the drive home. That drive home was the worst.
It was the worst, bro.
You play like the best game, kasi lau puing ang misi ang so may mouse.
They find that one negative,
Yeah.
That's with everything, bro. Like everything, and like, you could give them $1,000, and then the one time you don't give them $20, yeah, it's only the world is ending.
Like that's a like perfect example. So my perfect example was I think it was under 16s. We played against Centenary. Our team was pretty stacked with some NRL players, or future NRL players, and they had like NRL players. It was like Chris Sandell, Israel Folau, and that. Bro, best game. I had to mark Folau on the wing, but he played center. Bro, I think. Oh, the ball got stripped, like clear strip, like there's like caught off the bomb, bro, and then pretty much got tackled and that, and like I got the penalty for it, bro. That's the only thing. I think I scored 2 tries. I think that game. Yeah, that game like freaking had a couple of intercepts to say like either just like like center and then just 2-on-1. Yeah, just some key plays to turn momentum in that. Like 2-on-1 situations, bro. I've just popped that intercept, like it got ran down anyway. But suddenly get in the car after the boys, or the high pay guys. Suddenly, mold polo man, get my mold. Are you sure?
It always happens.
Yeah, it's also.
I don't think the pressure is as bad as now, like these days.
I think
I think
because there's like a lot of money now, so
a lot of money
involved now, so a lot of the pressure in that.
Oh, sorry. What I was gonna say is that it highlights like an underlying issue with, I guess, like we're Samoans. I don't know if it happens in other Polynesian ethnicities, but it's an issue where we feel like we don't do enough when it comes to the responses and feedback that we get from our parents at times. I watched this TikTok the other day, and there was this guy that did all the fe'aus in his house, and then as soon as the parents came home, they pointed out the one thing that he didn't do, and it's the same thing, bro. It's it's a common behavior. It's funny, like everyone gets it, like it's happened to everyone. But as you said, man, it's something that that's phasing out at the moment. I think the next generation of parents like us, we approach those kinds of situations differently.
Yeah, because we know both sides of it. Like we know if we do too much pressure, that's what happens.
Unfortunately, like some families, found it out the hard way. Especially like, I think the most common ones was the Cowboys players. Some of those young guns. What was it, about 4 years ago? 4 or 5 years ago, bro. They got hit hard up there as well. I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 silver sides from the one team in the same under 20s, And but that was
tough, bro.
Serious.
Yeah. So I think that's when they brought in, I think, the rule of poaching. I think they got to be like 17 or something before they offered.
It has to be like that. Yeah.
Because my little brother that passed away as well, he was 14, 15 when the dogs approached him as well. Yeah.
Yeah. See, you mentioned all that pressure, especially being at that age. Well, that age is made for trial. Like you try different things, and you're not trying to you're not gonna be set on something where it will like weigh you down, kind of thing.
Like now that we're older now, like you really know what it's like to like try to lose weight and stuff. So my cousin was my little brother was like was fairly tall, but he was a bit like on the chubby end. So like after like a year, where he was like front row with a 6-pack, like like that's the intensity of the training. Despite him eating whatever he wanted, like, but that's that was that sort of level, and it hit him hard, like mentally, and I feel stink for him, like freaking still being young and having to carry whatever demons he had on.
But forward these days in rugby, they have to be like they're not chubby anymore.
No, yeah, bro.
They're real lean now. Like they're not chubby. I remember seeing Shane Webke on TV and thinking, bro, what a chubby dude. But I see him in person, solid, not even chubby at all. It was just a little tank.
Yo, fucking nugget. That's what
like short as everything.
Because me and Ragnar same age, and I'm not sure if you've seen some of the 17, 16s like players now. Solid, they're like the forward pack is solid. There's no big guy with a gut. Yeah, front row. Yeah, like there's none of that. Solid. Just every front row, like the stomach doesn't touch the shirt. Like every front row that I've seen in the last 3 years. There's no stomach touching that shirt, Solid. Back when we were playing Solid,
Actual,
Got
bro.
big chest, eh, Solid?
we needed
If you're
extra
forward, you have
room,
to be
Solid.
chubby, Solid. Yeah, Solid.
You-
Actual.
But those front rows, Solid, they had number 20 and 22 because they were custom freaking made jerseys, Solid, because it was too small, Solid. Fucking really low. Fuck. It just shows the
Yeah,
way
man.
that the game is going towards that fitness side instead of just
Hmm.
big dude
Oh, what do you guys prefer? Do you rather play league or play union?
play union.
Yeah, I rather play union.
How come?
So like when you get Silla, you
More-
sit in the
more.
Rackles. Oh!
I tell you, it's more contact, eh?
Yes,
Just
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's more contact, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, way more contact. Like,
Mm.
It's not like we run back and forth. I think rugby league is more. You gotta be mean fitness on it.
Yeah, more athletic, eh?
They're hard out.
Yeah, more
I don't know,
athletic, but-
because you see some of the rugby players now. So a lot of the forwards got like freaking ball skills and whatnot. So it's holy.
Something like that. Like, 'cause back in high school, when I first 15, that
Mm.
hooker could play fucking first five. Totally straight up, Gene. And did it well, too. It's crazy, man.
I've only played Union. I haven't played League before, so I don't know the difference.
Mm.
But
You play touch, Sully?
yeah, no.
Nah, Ragnar, I wasn't doing that once.
Put a little setup
Nah.
there going.
Yeah, nah,
I
nah,
don't-
nah,
nah.
I didn't wanna-
Best of luck to you also with
Yeah,
whatever
100,
he decides to do with his career.
100, yeah.
I think it's good
He's got-
knowing
he's
that
got all
he'll
the
have
support
the
now,
support,
like,
eh?
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
But it just sounds like he's doing it on his terms.
Yeah.
Like he's.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the way
he's,
it
I
should
think he's
always
ready,
be, bro.
yeah.
You can't be forced to do something and you end up not wanting to do it. Or
Yeah,
not
100,
loving it.
100.
All right, man. We'll move on to gaming. Talk to us about I guess your gaming journey, like in life. When did you pick up your first, controller, or, all the way from back then?
What do you mean a Nintendo?
Oh, yeah.
Which
yeah,
one?
That's where we
Yeah.
started.
Super
Think
NES?
Nintendo or Sega? No, the first ever Nintendo. You never
Oh,
played that one?
I think so.
So like, they're old school as, so they're like a little, the box. Like,
Is that
never
the
played
two, the
Ninja
A and the
Turtles,
B?
eh? Yeah, it's the same thing. I think it is. It's 2 buttons. And the D-pad, I think.
And that was
Fuck,
it?
I haven't... Yeah, just that's it. And the controller and the box.
Yeah.
And so like, the size of the game, so like... Wow, massive, G.
What games were
They're
they?
like... Oh, bro, all I remember playing was Ninja Turtles, eh? But then before that, I remember playing, like, if I was going to go hard, that was probably Sega, eh? I'd buy a Sega game every Friday, bro. Get cash
Were they
converters, get a Sega game.
Oh,
Bro, nah,
yeah.
they weren't cheap, so they were like the same price as games now.
Hey, shit.
They were
And what
like
kind of
90
games were you
bucks.
playing on Sega?
Some fucking heaps of games. So the one I remember, like, so the one I remember had was Michael Jackson. Like it was like it's old as a Michael Jackson game.
So we gotta look that out.
You know the Smooth Criminal
Yeah.
video clip? Yeah, it's like that
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like him, like, so it does his little gammon kick and stuff like that, like to kill enemies, bro. Yeah, I remember playing that. Totally, all these weird, because back then, like, there was games for everything, man. Like track and field.
Oh, true.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I
all
remember
those,
track
like,
and field
old school
on
games.
PC. Fuck so there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I think everyone does.
We wrecked my cousin.
Wait, everyone used to share the keyboard, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where one person was using Q and W, the other one using P and O, the other one using M and N. Fucking. Fuck
Yeah. Well, that's when everyone could fit around the desk. Eh?
100%.
Dude, these days it's solid. Get your own desk.
Oh, shit. And what'd you do from there? What did you get into after that?
Nah, because I was fortunate enough to have an old man that gave me every console that came out, just as a Christmas present every year. So, but I think when I started playing online games was PS3. And there was my brother used to be like, jump online and play a game. Like, no, that's all, it's gay. Well, like I said, nah, that's dumb, bro. I'm gonna play that. Who does that? Sorry, like when they're on late at night playing online games. But playing with like, because none of my boys were really into it at the start. But playing with his friends.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
What were you guys
his
playing?
friends, bro. we were playing M-Dub, the first one.
Yo, yeah.
And we played that. I think that's the first online game I played. But then M-Dub 2 came out not long after.
Yeah.
And we jammed it hard out. And by then, my Ice fanboys got into it.
MW2.
Yeah,
Bro,
my
that's
Ice
the
fanboys.
best one, bro.
You reckon?
Is that the original
Yeah,
Rust?
hands down. What do you reckon?
Yeah. I reckon,
Yeah.
nah, for me, it'll be Black Ops 2.
Oh, all right.
Nah,
I think the
don't know.
downfall
Probably
for M-Dub for me was the dull colors of the graphics.
Mm.
Nah, I
Kinda look-
Okay.
I just gave up with the
Yep.
what do you call it? With the flying shit.
Oh, that's
Oh,
when that's the Advanced
jetpacks.
Warfare. That's
Yeah.
the first one.
Yeah, that's
Oh, man.
the worst one, eh?
Nah, yeah, stuff that when people were doing that, I was like, bro, yeah, I was just playing this game for fun now, eh?
Very hard out. So you got into your Ice Boys. Is that the first game that kind of all of you kind of got into?
Yeah, we
together?
all got in together. Yeah. That's the first ever
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Do you know the Ice
You know,
Fam
the talk shit and Rust
Bandit?
all together.
Nah. I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Ice Fam. Ice Fam.
Ragnar, explain it.
So with Ice Fam, it was during high school. It wasn't a dance crew, and it wasn't called Ice Fam. It was
Okay.
called UFN, like a gang name, UFN.
Yep.
Stood for Untouchable Family of Legions.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, and a lot of like ones are older than us. They went, they did time and stuff like that. And what they preached to us was like
Change.
it's not a way you want to live. It's not a way you want, like, it's not the path you want to take. Like he told our big homie Lord Lance, he was the leader of Ice Fam. He told him like we should take the little homies coming through, like coming through the teen years, and show them something else to do, like get into. And that's when he introduced dance and crump to the boys. I was never in it for the dancing, but yeah, they started crumping hard out,
So Ice Fam here in Brisbane
like
is known
building.
for crumping and stuff like that. Which is pretty
Yeah.
mean, bro.
Bro, it was a massive buzz, bro, back in the days. Like, fuck. Some crazy, like, bro, I was experiencing some crazy shit being a part of Ice Family. Like, especially like at parties and stuff like that. That's crazy, bro.
And are they still dancing now?
Nah. But they kind of, I think they're trying to slowly get it back out there.
Yeah.
But not just through us, not just Ice Fam. Like they've got like a little group where like there's a bunch of crumpers all over Australia and New Zealand, like who form like one kind of like team of crumpers. I forgot the name of it.
But it'll be mean.
Yeah, but
yeah,
they do it slowly. There's like little events here and there they do,
Yeah.
but nothing major like back in the days, bro. Like back in the days, we used to rent out school halls and shit like that
Hey.
to do crumpy events, bro. Yeah, it's crazy,
pretty mad.
man.
Oh, one of my boys, he's into crumping. Like he's got like a crew out here, and Wally's. But I'll hit him up and talk to him about the Ice Fam, see if he knows about them. And surely he
Because
does.
I think I remember. You're Wellington, ain't you?
Yeah.
There's a guy from those ways, Mean Crumper, back in the day. I forgot his name though, but it was one of the boys' cousins.
Oh no shit.
Because one of my boys, his family's all over Wellington. Like that's where they're from.
That's crazy, yeah. But yeah, I'll run that by him, Oos.
Yeah.
So going back to you on the PS3, Oos, what was your first gamer tag?
The first game attack was Soul_Pops.
Oh, yo, so you stuck with that,
Yeah.
because it was
That was like my. Because Ice Fam, we had our name and then under like Popsicle at the end.
yeah.
And mine was Soul Popsicle. But I just shortened it to Soul Pops. Bro, and I had that gamer tag solely for ages. Like ever since PS3 brought it online.
Yeah.
And I was rocking that till PS4.
Oh, yo. Any
Yeah,
Xbox
so-
in between those?
Yeah, I had an Xbox, the first one only.
And
When
then
that
you're
first
like,
came
nah.
out.
Like
Yeah, all I played was like Halo and
Oh,
I think Halo, because my siblings love Halo. But yeah, nah, then after that, stuff's that console.
uh, mad, mad. And then the PS4 came out, so you got the PS4. What's probably your top 3 PS4 games that you've played?
Top, the most time I spend on PS4 games will be, that'll be my favorite ones. Will be 2K15.
Yo,
What
was it the KD
else?
cover?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
2K15, 2K16. I used to love 2K, like Hundies. But 2K, there's 2Ks and maybe Fortnite, because I played the heaps too on PS4. I would never fourth one, to be honest.
Ah,
Probably
solid.
COD,
See?
maybe? Oh, wait, MW, yeah. A remastered Modern Warfare.
Oh, I never
Those
played
4
that.
games. Nah, yeah, that was probably the best COD on PS4, to be honest.
Yeah, bet. When did you get a PC? Or when did you get into PC gaming? Oh, it's probably a better question.
Oh, because I was doing because I had a laptop at first,
Yeah.
and I used that just to do like edit stuff and like do Photoshop stuff. But then one of the guests told me, it was guests, said that, bro, if you get a PC, you'll change your mind on the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you'll never go back to console. And totally, then I saved up to get a PC.
Yeah.
Got one, and then bro never went back. Hey, I do go back for the Bopper Boys because they all play, PS4 games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Was the only reason why I held on to it. But now some of them are getting PCs now, so it's kind of easier.
Silly.
That's good, man.
Bandit. When I started looking for PC, me and Ragnar were looking for PC at the same time.
Oh yeah, at the same time. Yeah, at the same time.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so they used to have the.
Silly.
Now you wait your turn.
Like,
I'm first.
So in Gifts for those that know, Gifts has got a tech channel in his Discord.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything PC, and bro, there's some geniuses in there, as well as Gifts, Logics, man. There's some brains in there that.
So like things I never heard of. They'll say like, oh, true. Act like I know, but then go Google it.
Go highlight everything and Google it. So fucking did a vibe. So Uncle Google.
You gotta figure to your littles.
And then once you find out what it is, you gotta find out where it goes.
Hard.
And then you gotta Google how much it costs, and you're like,
And then you're like, oh, I'll get it next time. I'll get one by one. But these guys are getting like heaps of parts at the same time. I mean,
Yeah.
like they have the whole little PC parts, like the list.
Yeah.
I tried to try this whole list. Hey, Siki, I'll just get one each fortnight or each month.
I'm pretty sure Ragnar had got the PC like 2 weeks before me, and I was like, fuck, man, my friend's a guy. He goes, so just get your here, sends puts it in the same chat. He goes, yeah, mine too. Like a photo of his he got a PC and of his frames. It's like over 300 on the bottom. I was like, this guy, honest to you, man. Fuck, Luke, man, was he gay? I was like, fucking shit.
So I honestly think, bro, PC like for anything, bro. Especially if you're a streamer, man. Because you can do way more, bro, like on PC gaming than you can on console.
Facts, eh? Have a stream that doesn't cut out in that.
Surely soon.
Yeah, just waiting for you to give me the winning lottery numbers and RPUs.
Hey, something.
Just waiting for the giveaway. Also, when you give away a PC. Solid. Also, you mentioned gifts before. Just want to talk about, I guess, how you came across Twitch and streaming in general. Like, who were the first kind of interactions or people that you ran into?
Funny story. So when I had a PS4, some of the lads in West didn't. So when we would be playing Black Ops, Black Ops 2 S&D, and I'd be like, bro, this is boring. I'm gonna play PS4. I'll always play PS4, 2K14, my career. And then they're like, bro, you can stream off it. And I'm like, eh? What do you mean? Then I stream off it. And then I streamed, and you gotta make a Twitch account. Bro, I didn't even know what Twitch was, man. I made a Twitch account. And I was like, yeah, I'll stream for you guys so you can watch me play, like, my career. So I did that solely. This was like 2000 and freaking... It would have been 2014, 2015. Like, I was streaming, but I didn't know it was like a much bigger platform, me. Like, I just thought people used it just to stream to your, like, your friends, like, that you know.
Oh, true.
I didn't know it was like a whole, like, the whole world
Another
can see
world
kind of
was
thing.
100.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I did that, and that's how I kind of like streamed in, like just always every night stream me playing 2K my career, and they loved it. They loved it, so it was crack up.
Oh, that's solid, bro.
And then how did I find out it was bigger? I think it was it would have to be Ninja. I think he's the first big streamer I watched. To be honest,
because what people didn't know is like Ragnar literally the whole West Scrims back in the days feels like ages ago.
Oh,
Go wicked West Scrims.
the Fortnite one.
Yeah, the Fortnite one. So like,
Yeah, the polyscrims.
yeah, West Scrims.
That's funny how that started. Yeah, that's funny how that started.
What's the story with that?
So everyone used to love playing Fortnite, and we used to love getting the same games as like people we knew, like cousins. And so that's my cousin now. So let's F him up. Yeah, we'll stay like, you know, and start getting serious.
Yeah.
You think you're the man, like how that, but when you look at it now, like, sort of guy I am playing now, but then one day, because I already had Discord, I joined Guest Discord and Apex Discord. I was like, oh fuck, this is me. Like I never, what's Discord? So I kind of like, I was like, bro, I'll make one, and then tell those guys to like tell your mates and that to make one, and then join the server, a polyscrims server. I was like, hey, I was like, yeah, and then we can like count down in the chat, like in the voice chat.
Oh, true.
Like to get in the same game. Bro, we did that for like, it used to be just like 3-4 squads a day, try to get into one game.
Yeah.
But then like sort of slowly it grew and slowly it grew, and I was like when like all these random people I never knew about it. Like they started like joining in and like asked like, bro, then I did like a whole like trophy like how you win system, did little giveaways through it. Fuck, I did heaps, like bro, I did heaps of shit with it. I think it got up to like 1,200 members in there.
That was
Just from
that
like
was
just
crazy,
from
bro.
like just telling like people we knew like IRL to join, and then them telling, like it was never promoted on any socials, nothing
yeah.
like that. All like word of mouth, man.
So let's say
But it was crazy. man.
I first heard of it in 2018.
It would have been like when Fortnite was popping, G, like at its peak kind of thing.
Yeah, because I think when they started scrimming overseas, like obviously in this, you know,
Yeah,
the pros in
I
that.
used to watch YouTube videos of when those big teams, the big orgs were getting one game. Bro, this would be mean if like we could do it already.
But you know, because everyone was PS4, so literally.
Yeah.
So like, so it's funny because I was working nights when I was like afternoon. Sorry, I was working afternoon shift up until night. So when I was playing Fortnite, it was literally like 1 o'clock. So like, I played from season 2 and whatever month that it was when I changed. But I didn't see any Islander names here. So I don't think any Islanders played. But when I changed jobs, started working normal hours, and obviously started playing like, you know, 4 o'clock when I get home, I was like, fucking names started popping up. And then just every now and then, bro, you just see all these Islander names there. I was like, hey, what's going on here? Well, that's what I realized, like, after first circle, and you see everyone boxed up, it's like, hey, the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Someone like lagged out or something. So like, not to realize, and you see the kill feed, it's just like just every single poly name you can think of, and I was like, is this a? And then I heard about it, and I was like, these fucking oofers, I'm just trying to have, you know, quality games with my kids and that, and then you get into a fucking scrim lobby. That's what you call it, scrim lobbies, bro. Oh,
yeah, scrim lobbies. Because solely the funniest thing is like when they started getting into it, a lot of people started taking days off work, G. Because scrims would go on until like 4-5 in the morning. Like, that's why like, one of my boys quit his job.
Just to play.
Like, nah, yeah, I think it is just to play, but he used it as like, nah, I don't like working there anymore. So like, I'm over that place. Like I'm overworking there, so like the excuse ones, like just to make it sound okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, even someone took like 2 weeks off, so like, for it.
Oh, that's nuts, eh?
Bro, it
That's how
was
good Fortnite used to be.
oh, bro, 100 man. What made me buzz out more was just how just like the word of mouth was no socials. And
Yeah,
I think
yeah, yeah.
it was good as man.
That was crack up, bro. Like just chilling, just trying to have a good family time with the family in it on Fortnite. Because my son will be on, my wife will be on, I'll be on. Next minute, fuck all these fucking Islander names. Shit. What are you doing? Just quit. Don't even worry about it. Just quit. Those were good, man. Because I think that's where gifts picked up. Jumped into and then
True.
and then obviously mixed gifts, and then I think that's where customs, like the matchmaking, and then that's when all the peaceful players were like, yeah, they just get sullied from all these PC players.
Yeah, cause so when I found out Gift streamed and he got customs, I always pushed the Discord towards him. Like everyone in there, like, oh, if you want to do real customs, like proper, make sure everyone gets in the same game 100%. Go watch a stream, like we put codes in chat and stuff like that. And then that's where like polyscrims kind of died down, because I pushed it over to, and it was good though, because fuck bro, like maintaining that Discord was solid stuff that
Solid, it got a bit toxic in there, bro. Like in those chats,
it got
bro.
real like man, it's just sad to see, bro.
Yeah, like and then you see some of the comments, like it's like just like just some of the stuff, but just to see some of our own, like island brothers, some of the shit they were saying, like probably towards girls was a little bit like, oh yeah, nah, that's not for me, man. Like because like at the end of the day, like you can write, bro, don't do that, G, and then it's gonna be like, oh, what are you gonna do? And it's like, well, yeah, what like like what am I gonna do? Like, let's be real, like all I know is you freaking probably using your mum's freaking iPhone 7 freaking that she doesn't even know you're using or something, like that was but those were good days, right?
Polyscrims early days, everyone was on their phones early in the call.
100%.
So the mic quality was Gaia ass, so I had to make sure the channel was muted. No one was allowed to talk.
What here is, everyone ready? 3, 2, 1, now. Everyone ready's up, bro. Bang.
That's when everyone ready up.
And then after that, and then when you get in, you gotta check the last three numbers or three digits of the game, and then they put it in, and then
is that how you check?
Yeah, and then it'll be put in one of the chat, and then it'll be like, all right, this one's main. But then if there was like, if it's like 4 or 5 different numbers, heaps of lobbies. All right, is it recount or something?
Yeah, recount.
Recount. And it was, all right, ready?
Because I made a system where like I have if someone heaps of people in one lobby, I'll make that main, and then you can earn trophies off it. Like that means if you win, your squad gets a trophy. And I think if you had the most amount of wins in a month, I would reward them with V-Bucks.
Damn,
so I'll give them
That's
V-Bucks.
a lot of admin, eh?
Totally, a lot of admin by myself. This shit. That's why it's like fuck. It was all good, bro. It was all good to give it over to the gifts, because it'll be easier, like through streaming and putting code in the chat, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah, guaranteed same game and all that, eh?
Yeah, very guaranteed same game, and it's just what everyone wanted. But yeah, it was good, man. Good little phase.
Is that how you two met? You and Unknown?
Nah, we actually didn't.
No, I made it through gifts, I think.
Yeah, I think me and Ragnar started talking like how that when we were trying to ghoulie our PCs.
Yeah, we're on the same boat on the PC. Like if you see a boat and there's 2 people on it pushing each other, that's me, this guy.
Get the
fuck it, I lost that one. Fucking gifts. I think and then I think like because once you get a PC, the first thing you realize you download is Discord, and then I think that's where
that's where it all opened up, like I think just meeting everyone, bro, the community.
I think that's where pretty much like jumped through with like with Park and even Fale as well. And then like I think it was me.
Yeah, because I met Fale through Nas.
Yeah,
And then through that, I met everyone else in Bopper Gaming.
but pretty much everyone in like the poly community on that side, are pretty much like to where the OGs are. Like that's pretty much through Puck's Discord.
Because I downloaded Discord when I started watching Geff stream.
Yeah,
Bro, this was
yeah.
fucking almost 2 years ago.
yeah. I remember downloading it. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, like, I remember like watching Geff stream. I was drunk, so because every time I watched the stream, I was drunk. And I was just fucking just donate whatever, like fucking talk shit in there.
Yeah.
Like 100.
And then he had like a Discord link, like one of those timers. And I was like, hey, what's this? And I clicked on it. It was like a whole like it used to be called what's that Nesian Discord? I think it was called Nesian. Where like there was it's just a bunch of like the Nesian streamers that joined that one Discord. But I think they got rid of it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and bro, that was pretty active, eh? Like just seeing who's on there.
That's gonna piss me off, eh? Just not knowing what
What's
it was
that?
called. It was Nesian something.
What's this?
What was
the
it?
name?
What was the Discord called?
Oh yeah, something. So I didn't know. I know it was Nesian. I think Nesian.
Yeah,
something.
Nesian's in there. It's just gonna bug me, bro. Just
Yeah, I think if you are, because I think T-Mod and that run it, but I forgot the name of it. And then through that
Yeah,
Discord,
they'll know.
Nesian streamers?
yeah,
No,
through that Discord, I found guest Discord, and then yeah,
Yo.
I've just been watching his stream since.
Shucks, man.
Yeah, man, like fuck, everything happened fast, bro.
Yeah, because that's a small window that you're talking about, eh?
It's only 100, man. That was a small ass window, gee.
because it was mean to see that. Sorry, Ben. It was mean to see from the
No,
you know,
you're
that
good.
that gap where I think when you and Fallenet started working together, like hard
Yeah.
out, and I think like and then like
Yeah.
then we all just have like lazy jams here and there.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
hard.
And I think that was that the lead towards the Bopper game.
Yeah, so I meant like Bob and all that through Nas and Fally and that. Like, and it was me, like we ended up just doing heaps of like different Fortnite stuff. It wasn't just pub games. It was just a lot of like creative and then like, you know, escape rooms and stuff like that. It was fun, man. And yeah, and then we started like Fally started like, you know, editing clips, pushing them out.
Mm.
And then, you know, Bob would share some clips, you know, that he was a part. I thought it was funny, but he would get approached. Like by like companies like, oh, we should, you know, we want you to help, you know, want to push this and that. But in Bob's mindset, which bro is like a mean mindset, is just like, oh, if you're gonna offer me like this, you're gonna offer the same, like the boys I play with the same.
Mm.
Because you know we're all on the same level, we're all in the video, we're all like grinding it out and stuff like that, and like separate his Insta that he already has to another one, like a different platform where we can share all of it, kind of thing, in one spot. That's what he ended up doing, and he actually approached some of the boys, and be like, yeah, he's gonna make a little crew, like a little content team. And I was like, yeah, bro, keen, man, like everyone's keen.
That's mean, eh? Like, I think you know, I think when people go, oh yeah, you know, like when we say pop, we mean like edgy for feet and that, but like, I think everyone sees like, you know, the rugby side of him, you know, that like Rob side, but for me, bro, I just see like mad loyalty, eh? Like especially for like, you know, for Tonga and stuff like that. Because I'm not sure if you know, but like I think it was quoted, 25K, you get 25. Maybe even 30.
Yeah, the money was crazy if you play, yeah.
Maybe even more because he was at his peak. I wouldn't say peak,
Yeah,
but
bro.
he was in form when he was playing for Australia. Because I think he already played the World Cup before that as well. And so yeah, that in that gap, bro, men's was solid. But bro, to lose like you know 30K to go play for your homeland, like we're just waiting for more Samoans to do that, bro. But yeah.
So like, they didn't get me started, those.
Yeah, 100.
They
That's
didn't
what I'm saying.
on
Like,
that, but
and I always hear it from like when I talk to Fallin and Rag and Rags and you know just like what he's trying to push in it and it's good, bro. Like even though like he's got his own stuff, like he's still like you know when it comes to the Bopper boys and that, like you know it's still everyone's even and stuff like that. So
yeah,
that's me.
100, man. Solid. Because I love rugby league. Like I love watching it. And you know, Queensland versus New South Wales, solid. I hated the Ufa and
Yeah, solid 100%.
But you know, it was funny when I met him and like talked to him about stuff. You know, he'll be like, "Nah, I loved it, bro. I loved the hate." And bro, it just showed, man, like, cause, bro, that man's like the most humblest, you know, like, fucking like the coolest guy, bro. Like, you'll never expect it, just because people see him on the field and do this and that. Like, when you like actually like meet him, bro, it's me.
Yeah, because we
Same as,
played a
bro,
couple
that's
of
the same as
times.
most of the Papa Boys, G. Like all the bro.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, we can all be like they can all be dickers to each other, but they fucking solid, man, 100%.
Because I
It's
think the
good,
first
yeah.
time I met him, I think we were playing. Oh, we're making the island on Gifter Stream.
Yeah.
And I think like you know when you meet someone famous, I was like, he's like, bro, he just pretty much genuine straight away, yeah. And then like it wasn't that like fuck these few old cool ones like fuck, bro, they talk to me, bro, you know, fuck, you don't know me, like straight away, fuck, that's what I was mean too. Like I think it's like that with all the rugby players, eh? All the rugby players that we've
they're
met,
all like they're all
blood.
humble. And, like,
Like,
even when I met Tice through COD, G, like I never ever took shit to him, nothing. But then like slowly I'd be like, "Fuck your shit, Tice." Like, you'd be like, "Ragnar, you better fuck up," you know. When I see him, I fuck you up, like, and I know he will, G, but still. At the distance we are right now,
still is safe, still is. It's fucking COVID-19, still he ain't gonna see me anytime soon.
Right? Nah, bro, they crack up, man. Like, fuck. We haven't been jamming lately, cause just fuck, I can't play COD anymore. Like that game's just fucking. I just think like there needs to be some new games for us boys to jam together. But hopefully by then the new games come out, like the boys have PCs. We can just play any PC game, like just play random games, bro. Like make some content out of that. That'd be crack up.
Yeah,
Silly. Ragnar, just quickly, can you name all the Bopper boys?
Can I not, or can I name them all?
Yeah, name them all. Just real quick.
Easy, bro. Bop, Tice, Fale, Basie, Fox, Joey Lala, Anaki, me, Nazu.
Oh, so that's a bit slow, but yeah, there's a different type of quick.
I need to, make sure you can hear it clearly. I don't wanna be like, this guy's stuttering. This guy's stuttering. You know.
This guy's got the listy eyes.
This guy's stuttering.
It's like this.
On my wall. Yeah, pointing at each one. Fox, Naki, Falid.
He's got their photo as well.
Evos. I know the boys. I know my boys.
The man.
Yeah.
There's been people that have failed that question before, like this guy.
Hey.
But
I followed him.
Come on, Us.
and funny. But
Never forget your
props,
boys,
bro.
brother.
No, I didn't forget Solly.
Oh,
Because I had something in my throat and then I delayed it, so it made it look bad, but it wasn't.
Oh,
Even know my West
that's right.
boys, so like, I know all of them too.
how many of them are there?
Nah, there's a few.
It's heaps, Solly.
So West is combined into Ice fanboys and my family combined, Solly, kind of thing. And now they all jam together. And my cousins and Ice fanboys jam together now.
Mad.
Nah, yeah, bro. That's it. I kind of remember all those guys.
Is there any affiliation to the those other West boys?
Oh, like Banshee and that.
The Gamer
is it
Boys
you
or
talking about
the
Fortnite
band?
guys? Which one?
What were you saying, Mongo?
The band, like the music side of the West, or
Yeah, the music. Yeah.
Oh, the music side? No.
Oh, yo,
Nah.
gotcha.
Nah. But I knew them guys. Like I knew one of them like when he was young as. Buzzy ass singing, rapping it and all that now.
That's crazy. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, like, just like you've been a part of many different. You could call them groups. But what are some of the opportunities that you've had? I guess maybe specifically for Bopper Gaming, since joining Bopper Gaming, to kind of show your creativity, because I know you're good on the tools on the computer and that kind of stuff. But what kind of opportunities have you taken up since getting in there with that stuff?
As in like work wise or
Yeah.
any
yeah.
experience?
Like something so that you've done yourself, to contribute or show your
I've done
creativity.
like for the Pop-Up Boys. I mean, I do the emotes.
Yo,
Kind of like my first kind of emotes I've ever done. Just do
Yeah,
that. I help out with some logo stuff that they need to do, like outside of like the gaming side. I think the most one is just fucking gaining more like friends, like close friends, bro. I think that's a big one. Like
Yeah,
through all those
sure.
gaming groups, bro, it's good to know that I still have them as like in my circle. You know, they're not
It's
just
such an
people you get
underrated
close
thing,
with. Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important, bro. And I take that, like, bro, serious as. I have
Yeah.
trust issues. Like, I love keeping my circle small,
Mm.
and it's just good to get like boys that you have good time with, but then still know, like, yeah, you still got them.
Yeah.
Like, outside of gaming too, kind of thing.
100.
I think that's the main thing. Everyone should gain from gaming, bro.
That's not what your parents think's happening, eh? Like when you're playing games and that.
Yeah, they don't. They kind of understand now.
Yeah,
I've talked
yeah.
to them about it, and I was like, because gaming becomes a big escape for a lot of things, bro.
Mm.
Like it's like you leave the real world and the problems, and just you're in a different on way, like
100%.
you're enjoying yourself, kind of thing, and you forget everything else. And I've told them that, it's like a escape thing for people that struggle with anything in life. Eh?
So if it's to get your mind
They
off.
kind of understand now. Like they don't see me on the game and be like, "Oh, he's just playing the game."
Mm.
Get up, there, stop playing the game. But before doing that, you know, you make sure you do everything else at home and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's what my parents see it as now. But anyway, it's my dad's fault anyways for giving me every console to growing
Yeah,
up.
hard
So,
else, Solid.
so if you complain, they'll be as well, you gave me the. You know?
Yeah, it's good. You're on the lucky side.
Yeah, for sure. Hard out.
We had to like ride over to our friend's house and can we play
Hmm.
a video game?
Nah, actually, when I was younger, my older cousin was that guy. Eh?
Oh,
So in the street we had in Brisbane, I had like 5, 6 families living in that one street. So it would be like my uncle's house, neighbor, my auntie's house, grandma's house, my house, auntie's house. Across from that house, my uncle's house, and we all lived on that one street. Even broke down the fences so we can all like have like a little village.
Ushalu.
Sule.
That we have to
Kongai
take
would
back
have
later on,
been
'cause there's nothing left to
sick
live.
back then, Sule.
Bro, 100. That's what we
Yeah.
did, bro. Go Hawaii's like used to do cocos like in the backyard, like early in the morning, like fuck with like my grandma and grandpa,
Yeah.
all that shit, bro. Like it's me. You kind of experienced a little island life growing up, like through that. Like
That's
doing
me.
umus and shit at the back,
Yeah.
underneath your homemade shed that you make. Aye, man.
With the fence, eh, Solid?
Totally. Anything they find till they're in the house. Oh, you got a gate as a wall? Yeah.
Sakes.
Honestly, everything. My cousin used to live next door to me, and me, my older one, he's way older, and me, my cousin, same age as me, used to just sort of muck around on my driveway. They act like we're doing nothing, and wait for him to open the window and do that little like signal to us if you want to play the game. So they straight away run over, let us play the game and shit. Let's crack up, man.
Solid. So we'll go on to the next part of it. For Tabs Up, the big emphasis about Tabs Up is on mental health, especially for between the two of us. We've got a lot of experiences with mental health and different, I guess, aspects around mental health.
Yeah.
So it's awesome to kind of get our guests' perspectives on mental health in general. So I guess the first question I want to ask around it is, what are your thoughts on it?
Mental health is probably like I could class it as a disease, not I'm saying in a bad way. Like fuck, you got disease. Disease as in like anyone can get it, and it's hard to get rid of it. It's like a bad sickness, bro. I think there's no such thing as like there's no size of it, bro. It's just like one size. It's just like massive, bro. Like it's real. It's a killer, bro. It's a silent killer, man. 100%, because it affects like everything from self to how you like it, just everything about yourself, like attitude and stuff like that. You can lose a lot through it.
Hard out. What age do you think you were at when you realized there was a thing?
Would have been late high school years. Understanding pressure turns into weights on your shoulder, like, and then realizing like a lot of doubt in yourself, which makes you do real bad decisions and shit like that. That's when I kind of realized, fuck, like this is a bad thing to endure and shit like that. but it got real serious probably. Obviously, relationships. You know, you go through that stage where like fuck, you feel like you love a girl hard out and all this. You know, and then it just gets all sideways, and then you feel like the world's like ending and
Yeah.
shit like that.
100%.
Got it. Was there one that stuck out for you in particular? Like you talked about relationships.
Yeah.
Can that be,
Well, I think the biggest one is the kids, bro. Just having bad blood with your, your previous relationship, baby mama, and then you're restricted from, seeing them, posting up photos of them, anything like that. It kind of, because I feel like, I think everyone knows it, but when you have kids, bro, like the love you have for those kids go beyond anyone, like any love you have for anyone.
100.
And imagine that getting taken away from you, bro. Like, it hits different, G. It's like someone passing away every day. You know what I mean? That's the feeling I reckon it is, or even sometimes worse than that, because you can't control it. You know what I mean? Like you're not in control of
hard facts
of the whole situation. But yeah, I see it a lot, man. Like one of the boys recently in Ice Fam had some issues with his previous partner. She comes up to him saying, like, bro, he's the best dad. Like, honestly, best dad ever. Like, gives the kid anything he wants. And what's crazy about it? It's not even not even his blood, like son. Like it was someone that he raised from the birth up. That was hers, and he took it upon himself to help out. And but everyone knows that that's his son now. But she randomly messaged him saying you can't see him anymore. Where the man went through the toughest times, at big time, like doing a lot of like disappearing, like not hearing from him and stuff like that. But it's good that the Ice Fam boys are good and they went and looked for him, like hard out, found him, took him fishing, all that small stuff, because it does matter, bro. Do all those little checkups, like little meetups.
100%.
But yeah, I just feel like that subject there is a killer, bro. Probably the worst of them all, man, to be honest.
I like how you said it like that, like a disease type thing, because
yeah,
but I would put it up there with the cancer side of it, because there's no
100,
actually
bro.
there's no cure, like there's no sorry, there's no absolute
like prescribed cure.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like you got the flu, okay, go to the chemist, get this, like it's one of those things where there's obviously with like chemotherapy with the cancer and that can help and stuff like that, but like it doesn't guarantee that that's gonna get away, especially like, and then on top of that, like with the the antidepressant pills and stuff like that. And man, I've seen that with my little brother, and at the I don't know, man. It just that I didn't like seeing that, like just those pills.
Yeah, I don't think those pills are good, anyways, man.
Yeah, like fuck, man. Like
What people that are in that state need is family, friends, constantly. That's the only. It's reassuring them that they value, like they mean something in your life,
100%.
in others' life. Even though they'd be like, I'm all good, like like brush it off, like the pride kicks in,
Yeah.
The pride kicks in, because I'm a perfect example. I've done that heaps of times.
We all have,
The pride kicks in, and then, but if they, if they're really your friends and your family, they'll know like it's nothing going on. Instead of just asking him, go see him. You know what I mean? Just rock up to wherever he is, find out where he is or she is. Because when they see that, then they'll feel like they're being valued in someone else's life. And it changes a lot, man. Little small gestures.
The language that you used before, I talked about how you went through a period where you didn't see your kids too much, and then you started talking about control. I think that's really important with anything to do with mental health. Is that you got to realize what is in your control and what isn't. Because some people get eaten up quite a bit about the things within this circle that they can't control. So it's awesome that to hear that kind of language being used around it, because it's not easy to click onto that.
Yeah.
It's quite a journey to come to that realization. So yeah, it's props to you, also. That's a bit of that's hard work, and not seeing your kids. Me and Mung have talked about this before. Not seeing your kids, bro, is probably
Mm.
the hardest thing that I can think of as a dad. So yeah, it's crazy.
Everyone's gotta realize, like, if you have a kid to someone, it's both your kids. You take that away from someone else, it really damages them. Person that cried out. Just because, like, this me my baby mama had like a bad relationship, it doesn't mean I'm a bad father.
That's it.
I'll be the best father, but if I'm the worst partner, then leave the kids out of that, because if you do that, them growing up with that kind of energy around them, it teaches them that kind of hate kind of thing. Right. So imagine being told, when the kids grow older, they're gonna know everything that you've done to me. Yeah, how's that gonna solve anything, bro? For them growing up, why not show them that they have both loving families, like from both sides, and grow up happy, and then they learn like that kind of stuff, or feel that kind of energy. Like, it's just more love towards the kids more than anything, and I think that should be the goal, bro. 100%. Like a lot of partners should, we have control of the kids, should not, really control the kids that way. But show them, like, just realize how much more love they can receive in this, this fucking cruel world, man.
That's another common hole that people can fall into. Is that those are two separate roles, being a partner, being a parent.
Yeah, big time, bro. It's way separate.
Yeah, and sometimes, as the person that's not there, and the partner that doesn't have the children, sometimes you might feel like the compounding pressure from that, like because I was a bad partner, I'm a bad dad.
Yeah. That's what happened to me. I fell deep into it, brother.
Hard out.
Fell deep, bro. Like, I think 2018 would have been my worst year, bro.
Yeah.
Like, failed suicide attempts. Fucking, it's bad, bro. Like, the worst. I think what helped me through that was probably polyscrims. That was a mean escape for me. And that's why I was so into it, because it took my mind off, like, all of LA, like everything that was happening outside of gaming. So that was my escape kind of thing, like doing other stuff. But yeah, 2018 was the worst year for me, 100%.
And I guess you talked about some of the things that have helped you out, like people just spending time with you, and not just texting, are you alright, but like actually making the effort to get it done. What kind of other things helped you out?
To be honest, it's online gaming, bro. Just constant interactions with the boys, like, having laughs and shit like that. Because for me, when I came to Melbourne, so I don't have any like friends out here, like out where I can just go, yo, let's go meet up and do this and that. Nothing like that down here. So me being like constantly like online on Discord and shit like that, or messaging group chats and shit, it really helped me do that thing. It just, like, so I have days where I struggle, like where I'm just chilling alone, or I have times where I don't want to sleep because I get that, I know that I can think bad, and I just don't want to feel that way, so I don't go sleep sometimes. So yeah, there's days where it happens, but just gotta keep fighting.
Sounds like the way you've grown up too has helped as well, because like helped you, because like growing up with a lot of people. Like I was the opposite, so I was raised from my grandparents and that, so I was raised by myself, so pretty much where I was just like just bored shitless, like growing up and stuff like that. But like I think that's why like now I always have to have a group, or I won't say group, I just always have to have people like in my life. Like that's why like I think when I was the last couple of years in it working driving, like I'd always be in Discord, like with my headset, like just I think for me I had to like be around people, or like Like even like, oh, Ragnar remember too. Like even back in the days, like they're just up late drinking, that chilling. But I'll just jump to Discord, like just freaking yo, what's up? Like 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 there's people that just join Discord like 3, 4 in the morning. Just yo, what's up? Yo, what are you doing? Like I think I always had to have that sort of I don't know, just always have to have like people around me because like I think growing up so fucking alone and stuff like that. So where my wife was different, like she hated like hanging, like always being around. Or so when we first met, she hated always being around like her family where pretty much, for example, like if I was at her house, like and her family would be in the lounge, but I would be like in the lounge as well and be like that, but then she'll be in the room and it's just like but it was hard for me to take in. I was like and explain to her, I was like, man, like bro, I fucking grow up because it's like a massive age. Oh, not massive. It was like I think my sister's 25, 26. So she's a little bit younger than me than obviously my brothers and that. But and then on top of that, raised with my grandparents. So I think like man, just trying to explain to someone who was always around family, like freaking for me it was just like I had to have people. Yeah, I just have to be like connected with people. I think that's like you said, online gaming, man. Probably the best thing that probably I've ever
100, man.
I've ever like come across.
Especially if you have a good group of gamers you can click with,
100%.
Because if you think about it, you play games and laughing, right? But you never know how fast time's going, so you'll be playing at 8, wake up and look at the time. Sorry, it's 3 o'clock.
100%.
It's because you're enjoying it and everything else doesn't matter at that time.
And then I think like you said before, like some of the people that you've met over the years and that of gaming, like it's not like you wouldn't say like they're your best mate in that, but at the same time you still remember them for pretty much being them at the time, or I would say need when when you're in that freaking dark place and I wouldn't say use them, but like they were there for you and stuff like that. And like bro, always got mad respect for everyone that I've come across and stuff like that. Which is pretty sick.
Actual, man.
Appreciate you sharing that, eh?
No, 100, bro. Share what you go through because it will relate to someone, and then they can realize they're not alone on the battle kind of thing.
100%.
Part of the reason why this idea came up was because I went through but it sounds like the exact same situation as you. So the passion for helping young dads that might go through the same thing is a big motivator and reason behind Tabs Up in general. So yeah, really appreciate sharing your perspective on your story on it as well, because that's crazy. But it's awesome to kind of hear that you're looking back on it now, which is awesome.
Yeah, I have my days, but I'm sadly. It's reasons. It's one of the big reasons why we're moving back to Brisbane.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, I talked to my family and just told them, as much as we love the food and the weather here, man, like, time is something we can't control too, and being apart from our other siblings, it's like it's wasted time kind of thing. And we can do everything down here, up there, but together.
Yeah,
that's me.
So we're big ass moves, so it'll be good.
Is there sussed out already? Like there's a date in place?
Yeah, everything's in place. Like leave early December. We'll have a house up there before we move up. So we just go there and straight into the new house.
And are you getting in contact with the little ones again now?
Yeah. Me and it just shows that after time of hard battle that we're all good thing.
Yep.
Me and the baby mama, we're all good now, man. Like we know what's best for the kids, and that's our focus.
Yep.
I said sorry and forgave her for her mistakes. It just took her a while to do the same for me.
Yep.
But I had to constantly remind her that the kids can have double the love that they have now. When you see them smile and stuff like that, it'll be constant if it's doubled, and you'll see that.
But big ups to you, Zay. Like there's not actually a high percentage of of a good outcome after a split like that.
Bro, 100. Yeah, man. I know.
So
Some
and
things.
yeah,
It's the
like
killer, bro.
100%, man. So fuck. Yeah, there is yeah, there is hope out there for any of those listening and listening in the future. That I don't know. I think sometimes you just gotta take a few sacrifices for for your for your kids and your loved ones and stuff like that.
But anyone that's
Got to
going
swallow
for
your
it, bro.
pride, is it?
Yeah, so like the pride has to go, man. Like, we're human, not just men. We're human, bro.
We all make mistakes.
But I reckon us growing up and showing our kids better and understanding more than what our parents understand now. I reckon life will be good for for them.
Awesome, brother. All right, man. So move on to some questions. Actually, some questions came through for you.
Oh shit! I was hoping none did. But yes, seconds.
That was me, bro. That was freaking.
Yeah,
That's pretty
hard
much
up,
our
bro.
first father sort of a situation as well. So that's pretty dope too.
Yeah.
That's the hardest one I've been a part of. You know, that was the hardest one to sit through. But yeah, fuck the manuals.
Yeah.
But it's good to sit through it together, yeah. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
facts.
I think like Ragnar, we've really spoken about it too. But bro, I know you were like some of the young ones, some of the probably boys in general. You want to be all gangster and stuff like that, But so one thing that's more gangster and more ruthless than you think it is this mental health stuff, So if you don't freaking if you don't open up and learn how to control it, so that thing will fuck you up, bro.
Yeah.
More than you freaking know about it, bro. So
You can have all the money in the world, bro. It shows.
and
You know,
we've really
you
seen
get
it.
celebrities doing it now.
Yeah, 100%. With some, even I was speaking to Bob, all these rugby players, all these professionals, man. The main thing that they want to take care of is their mental health, man. So,
Yeah.
look, it's it may seem like something little, man, but you gotta be able to talk about it, or at least talk to someone about it, man. There's heaps of different ways to, even writing it down and throwing it up, man. That's
Actually, while we're talking about that, while we're talking about all this, what you can do, there's a lot of avenues that you can go down to get help. Because it's all good. Go get help, bro. That's how you get better. But have you guys been to a counselor?
no.
Yeah.
Yo, how fucking good are they, bro?
Good, man. It's like
Solid.
counselors are like a human form notebook where you just talk to them and they're writing down what you're saying.
Ah, bro. That's
like-
crazy,
Yeah, it's good. So it's actually good. Like, I know a lot of people have pride not to go do it, but it's actually good.
Hard out.
I wouldn't say I'm
Because when you
not have pride in that, but still, I'd say like I said, because I was growing up, by myself, I had literally, bro, my mind's pretty fucked up in a way that I can pretty much I can interview myself and ask everything as if I'm another person because I've had no one else to talk to. So I've I've
done that over the years.
Yeah, I've created this other guy to just be in my head and stuff like that. So there's downfalls to it, but then when you guys say so pretty much when I watch other movies or be interviews and stuff like that, I've been able to do everything ask myself that within there. So pretty much most of
that's
the time,
a good thing because that's how you should be all the time.
So that's when you guys
so that you know both sides of the outcome.
exactly. So
all
pretty
that
much
kind of
it's
stuff,
and I think it's helped heaps with my marriage too because it's fuck, nah, I don't want to do this. And then in my head I'm and then it'll just be so if you don't do that, you're just not gonna be lazy. You're not even gonna do this. You're just gonna sit there do nothing. Then you're gonna argue, and then it's just just a little brief, little couple of seconds, and you think about the argument, and then just we'll just save the argument for another time, mate. We'll get up and
the outcome,
make the missus happy. We don't want to be on the couch,
You just do that. Yeah, you win this one.
Yeah,
What's the next one?
Yeah.
But what's some of the things that you've learned from the counselling and stuff like that?
Because honestly, when I did it, it's just weird. At first, I was like, I'm not gonna talk to this guy.
Mm.
But once I got into the subject, Solely, like I didn't stop talking because he's there to listen, you know, kind of thing.
Mm.
And he'll give you like like he'll give his outcome like from his experiences with other people
Mm.
that might help you that you know have done the same thing. And I guess like he's like a storage of um like heaps of experiences from everyone that, like he's you
Oh,
know,
yep,
talked
yep, yep.
to one person, and then you telling him he has different stuff to give you back that would help you in your situation.
So
I think wait,
are
that's
there
what they mean.
times where he said like something that you've been fully objective to, but it's been right?
Um, wait, like you just didn't want to admit it, but try
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
kind
But
of
you know
thing.
he's right.
Yeah, yeah, heaps of times.
Nah, that's interesting because nah, yeah, like it's the same thing in my head, but it's just like it's like well maybe you're just eager because fucking they're right.
Yeah.
100, yeah. That's what it
Totally,
is,
they're
Tolly.
not right,
100.
mate.
No, it can be a reason. It
Yeah.
can be a reason.
Yeah, like
That's the pride, Tolly.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, and,
Like you know, in
sometimes
Fortnite where you're like shooting someone and they're shooting back, but you don't want to build a wall because
Yeah.
you think your aim is better, but you die and you're like, oh, this guy's weak. You know what I mean?
Lagging.
Yeah, I'm lagging. I'm lagging.
and then that other thing in your head. Do you think if you just stopped shooting and built a wall, you would have survived?
Yeah, you
In
feel
your
like
head.
you gotta survive. Yeah, yeah. That's
Like,
what
nah,
it
he's
is.
cheating, bro. He's
That's the
got
pride
aimbot.
shots.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
nah, yeah.
Or you're shooting and that's what I try to build a wall, but yeah, totally, you didn't. They lied.
So that's you. You emptied the clip.
Yeah, 100.
Nah, that's mean because I haven't really spoken to anyone who's seen Akaso and that. So yeah, that's mean. It was good to hear. Like, you want to add on to
Yeah,
that,
it's
Ben?
definitely an interesting experience. Uh, nah. I'll just say it's a interesting experience. Yeah.
Your one
Yeah,
sounds different to
facts.
my one, Solly.
Oh, fucking me and mine almost had a Hell in a Cell match, Solid. Like, fucking all these, like,
Holy.
no, I'm not listening. Oh, bro, I was like that for ages. Like, I'm not listening to you. You don't know shit.
Oh, he
Oh,
don't know
yeah, yeah.
heaps, Sully.
But fuck, they were right. They were always right, bro.
Mm.
But yeah, that's as much as I'll share about that for now, because it's Ragnar's episode. All right, let's move on to the chat question. Or not chat questions from Insta. The first one, hi Bandit 5024. Please vote for me for Maxim cover girl on my bio. Yeah, cool. Next one.
So what
Did you
vote?
think you would come up above your struggles?
Did I think? Nah. You're always gonna doubt, you know? That's with everything,
Mm.
bro. You doubt 100. I think it's just patience, man. If you if you're patient with it, bro, like you'll always be, you know,
Give me
you
a sec.
can't go any further down. You know what I mean?
Big
So
facts.
yeah, I kind of, yeah. With the circle I was in and stuff like that, yeah, I knew I overcome it, but in time.
Yep.
So I was willing to give that time.
Solid. Appreciate the answer. Next one. What message would you give out to younger generation about mental health?
Stop trying to be a tough guy.
Yo.
Stop trying to be a tough guy. You're not fooling anyone. To show that you're tough is speaking up about it, you know, admitting to your struggles and just talking to your people you call friends. Because if they're really your friends, they'll actually sit there and be like, bro, what's wrong? But if they ask you and you don't you wanna be no, I'm all good. It's you're cutting off the time that they want to give you. So yeah, that's what I reckon the younger ones should take in that yeah, people that are there for a reason.
Solid. Next one. How are you? Like, how are you really? And I'm guessing this is present tense.
How am I really? I had a shit week last week.
Okay.
Just through in my head kind of things. But this week I'm all good day during the weekend and stuff like that. You know,
It's good.
I feel like sometimes when I have a shit week, I just drink.
Oh,
It can be
true.
it can be bad, but I don't know. It loosens me up, and then
Mm.
just game and feel, just do whatever. But, I'm all good now.
That's me.
Sweet. Peace.
Grateful,
I think
feeling grateful.
I think the main thing for that is if you're having a shit week, it's all good to have a shit week. It's all good to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, it's like, man, it doesn't mean I hate you now. Last week, no, it's all good.
Yeah.
You're too busy ganging on your bed for no reason. Like, bro, it's all
Hey,
good.
Tole, you can cry, Oz.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't be afraid to
Oh,
cry,
that's
man.
Sole.
Honestly, bro.
Punching the air, Sole.
It's a punch, Tole, anything. Let it out, man.
Yeah, 100.
Let it out. Like me, I just go for runs.
Yeah, same.
Run to the kitchen and back.
Run the sidewalk, smoke it back.
The same
I was
circuit,
gonna,
Tole, the same
gonna
circuit.
say, Sole. Get out.
I do the same circuit, G. Don't worry, boys.
Alright, next one. That's a good one. Does being an islander weigh in on your mental health?
I don't know. I think with mental health, there's no gender, no nationality, nothing like that. I think it happens to everyone. To be honest.
Yeah, happens to
Even-
everyone, but I think it's just more on us.
This is more pressure, bro.
Yeah, more pressure just due
That's
to
what it is.
culture.
Being an islander is more pressure, bro.
Yeah,
Mm.
and the whole
Because think about it.
Samoa thing.
Everyone, like, all the Palangis think, he's brown, he's like, mean at sports. Like, he's, colored, he's mean at this and that. But really, you're just, I paint, like, I need paint or, like, something different out of it, something like that.
Yeah.
It could be like that. But I think just for that, yeah.
Awesome. Last one from the Instagram questions. Does he have a foreskin?
Fucking hell, tell it.
The
Report
people
them.
want to know, Sole. That's our job, to get answers.
That's
Alright, DM me, Sole, on Discord, and I'll show you.
tell it. OnlyFans, Ragnar.
Talking to that guy. Talking to this guy.
Tell it. This guy, keep straight away.
This guy.
This guy, yeah, I'm not
Ask me
fucking
those
elbowing this
questions,
guy. Tell it.
Hey,
Yo.
don't ask me those questions, eh?
Honestly, hit me up on Discord, man, if you want to know.
Alright, so.
Alright.
Show the receipts
There
like
you go.
Fox says. Show the receipts like Fox said, those.
Yeah. The freaking also fucking folks, bro. Fuck. Oh, man, it's fucking crack up, bro. 100%.
Nah, mad. Alright, we'll move on to our own quick fire. Monga, you
Alright,
got
so-
our first one. I'm gonna get my friend back.
MJ or LeBron?
LeBron. Do I have to tell a reason?
Nah, I don't want to hear your
Yeah, might as
reason.
well look at,
Stick
look at
reason.
my mate. Yeah.
You want a reason?
Nah, I don't want to hear it.
No,
Yeah,
like,
what's reasonable?
Nah, it's one of those questions that like I don't.
No, I know what you mean. MJ is the man, the GOAT. But for me personally, it's LeBron. Just from not just his basketball, but outside of basketball too. He's got a school, bro, for free for people in his hood.
Mm.
You know what I mean? He gave scholarships out to heaps of people for college for free. I just see all that kind of stuff.
That's a great answer.
But yeah, MJ is the GOAT still.
Yo, facts.
When you're ready, better. So
Alright.
it's just be quick fire.
Yeah, hard.
Blow dry your hair.
If you're on a deserted island with one of the Papa Gaming boys, you could only take one. Who would you take and why?
Well, that to be Foxy. He's the smallest one.
Why?
He wouldn't want to eat as much as me.
Mm. Nice.
Surely he's got an appetite.
I don't know. He's pretty picky.
Gee.
You've been asked this question before. Hey, that was real fast.
Yeah, there's no hesitation in there.
He was like, Fox.
Nah, Jackson. Nah, off the top of the dome was.
How come telling Fox? Alright, your turn, Noose.
Goku or Naruto?
Oh, Goku, Sully. Because Goku was in my life first before Naruto.
Just a quick one, Sully. How many times would you say he's as a kid? Did you try to turn Super Saiyan?
From probably Monday to Friday. Probably every morning, Sully. Monday to Friday, every morning.
Sully.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, Ragnar, you would have been there same time. Sully, remember when you turned on before Cheese TV too early and you got the aerobics, Sully?
Yeah, Sully. You know, I'm like, shit. Shit, but still doing it at the same time.
Oh shit, watch them do their squats.
Okay, yeah, I used to, 100.
Yeah, disgusting. Got a link. My question is, who is your favorite Ninja Turtle?
The red one.
Oh,
Raphael,
everyone, you
yeah,
don't even say Rafaele. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That guy. He's my favorite
How
one.
come?
Solly. He's got the heart, Solly. He doesn't give a fuck, so straight out.
Yeah,
Straight
doesn't,
action.
The purple one.
Fiction.
I think the purple's got the same glasses as Bandit's one now.
Oh.
So it's cool to have glasses, alright? That's why I'm wearing them. I don't need them. If you wear glasses, that's fucking cool, bro. Just wear them.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Back on, Kiffy.
Our favorite
What was the
NBA
question?
team.
NBA team. Solly. I don't have a team, Wolves. I got a player. Where he goes, I go. I put the trailer on the bus and I'm off.
All right, who are we following, Sully? Who's your player?
Surely you know LeBron.
Oh yeah.
Oh, LeBron.
Could have been anyone else.
No, see, wherever he goes, Solly. Uncle, where are we going? Yeah, sweet. I put my trailer on your car.
Uncle.
Cool. Oh, what's this? A Lakers jersey? Oh yeah, Siki. Oh.
So they got
Alright.
the Heat, Cleveland Lakers. Give
Oh, yo. If you could have any career that you could choose out of, which would you choose?
If I could pick a career, fuck, that's a good one. I haven't really thought of that. I wouldn't say streamer because everyone wants to be a streamer. Probably a game developer.
Yeesh.
Solid.
Yeah, probably that one. Eh?
What's your favorite quote?
Don't rock me, Lewis. I've been rocking this since high school.
What's that?
I don't know who it's from, but I know I heard it somewhere. It's choose your love and love your choice.
Whoosh. Nah.
I've been
No
told
mocking
it
there.
since high school.
So that's legit.
Because you can
That's
apply that
actually-
to life in itself.
I think that was what the fuck is it?
Shut up, bro.
Nah, there was
Dale,
oh,
shut up.
oh,
Freaking liar.
August Alsina. That's who said it.
That's a
He
porn
chose
star.
Mr. Soleil, boom. Yo, Soleil. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Love it.
my favorite one. Eh? Used to have on a Bieber and everything, Sully.
Nice sauce. What is your go-to meal?
Go-to meal, rice and corned beef.
Anything with the corned beef?
Yeah, onions. Depends, eh? Depends on the mood.
Yeah.
Could be anything, eh? Because, you know, fuck corned beef, you can put anything in there and it's still fire.
Yo.
But if you have
Nice,
it in
nice.
the morning, you know, just spaghetti and put on corned beef. That time, probably onions and corned beef. Just a quick one.
Up to you if in their prime or not. J-Lo or Mariah Carey?
Is this like singing or?
Oh, wait,
choreography?
you like
Up
to
to
talk or singing?
Up to you.
Oh, nice.
Just prefer.
Yeah, I still go jelly.
Oish, Auntie Jenny from the block.
100.
Who would you go? Unknown.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, nah.
Say it out loud too.
I have to go J-Lo. Trust us. Bandit, who'd you go?
Wait, I just look for my pen and paper.
Really good
Oh,
one,
sorry.
Sully, see my heads.
I'm gonna
This is J-Lo and this is Mariah Carey. Which one is it?
Oh, wait, I'm on the other side of you. It's that one. That's that
Oh,
one. Yo.
This one.
Yeah.
You fufu with your right hand. Sully, you fufu with his right hand. No, good.
So like, I'm gonna ask you. It's a new question that we're gonna ask all our guests now.
Yeah, sweet.
So Lamonga, put your hand like this. You gotta trust. So like, do you trust me? Are we brothers or what? Yeah, put your hand like this. Just
We brother
yeah, you can
anything,
see
but you
in the
know
camera.
I'm down to do anything in the layout.
Yeah. So like, me and Monga, we just slipped, and there's a cliff behind us.
Yeah.
And you can only save one because you got one arm.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna save?
Do I have to save someone?
Yeah. What do you mean you have to?
Like I was wondering, is the wall going down?
Man, you don't answer a question like that. You just take one of us.
No, good. Right here.
Who asked this guy to come on tabs up?
He doesn't want to rescue any of us.
I'll be like, Solly, scissors, paper, rock right now. Used to. The other hand.
Even though we're already. I've had it. Last question from me is do you have any guest recommendations for tabs up that would be good for what we do?
Actually, don't know, Solly. To be honest.
It's all good. Yeah, all good, man.
I reckon Fox would be a good one, Solly.
Yeah.
I reckon he's got probably some mean experiences with whatever. Eh?
Yep.
Would be a really good person to talk to.
I mean,
Him or Nucky, bro. Actual.
true.
I reckon those two would be pretty good to have a little chat with.
Yep. No, awesome. We'll slide into both Nux and Fox's DMs and then see what happens from there.
That's good, bro.
Before we wrap it all up, Sully, where can everyone find you and find the Bopper Boys?
Just find Bopper Boys. If you find them, you find me.
What's the plug?
So Twitter is Bopper Gaming, Facebook's Bopper Gaming, Twitch is Big Bopper Gaming. I think we're trying to find out to change that. Try to get Bopper Gaming. And YouTube Bopper Gaming. Everything's all the same, but even TikTok Bopper Gaming.
Eesh.
Yeah, all the same. Except for
Awesome.
Twitch. Yeah, thanks for having me on, boys. Yeah.
Appreciate
Good
you being
chat.
here, eh?
Oh, good Zeus.
Well, as you know, I took over Bandit's channel to finish off the tabs up. We're gonna go ahead and raid. First of all, massive thanks to Chris Ragnar Galo and also to the actual host who isn't hosting, Bandit. Over here, 'cause I just wanna bore him right now.
Can you show our merch before you go?
Oh yeah, we've got a bit of merch that's slowly going. Freaking this and fucking and my muli. Nah, yeah. Oh yeah, because I think it was disconnected. But we're back. What did we gonna say? Thanks to Ragnar for coming through. I appreciate it, also. But other than that, we'll catch you later, and see you next time. See, this is what happens when Ragnar was actually like an hour late, and had to.
If you're coming on tips up, come on time, bro. How about that?
I was not an hour late, Gene.
Thank you to all the boys, all the socials and that we posted for the YouTube video. Shop Bandit, Shop Ragnar. Yeah. Pass it forward.
Sure, yeah, sure.